FIFA investigations. And where after Papa and also a branch of friend Amel Fami or elite and Chebiano or Frim are very, very sad story about also a kind of fast free mono. I don't know starting all these things no or yeah complain at the man FIFA said there are certain things Ahmad is doing as CAF president which is against the statutes and the ethics of CAF and FIFA you know. And that's where everything started. I'm a family image ama Pauli made ni complain so the or the come FIFA no so e dey kan ho bet me na to Facebook na amanfo ehu the normal am family abubo boss no no aso na FIFA ethics committee ni gina so amode ayre omode abande amada no nti once we were in the known say Ahmad is being investigated no I think late September ana news ni ba say Ahmad has been found guilty of some of the issues among family raised against no or FIFA ethics committee na ban but as to when the ban was going to come no na akwa problem kakra Ahmad eba abontin I think about a month ago no be announced say obeko for re-election as CAF president. It was the same day and PS Edwards of BBC a breaking story said Ahmad has been found guilty and will be banned, but the length of the ban nene da ban never ban na obi. So we were all expecting to see when it was obeka dana Patrice Motsepe ekofa the forms and also announced so be contest for cabinet betinaka say likely say Ahmad ain't mean contest because of the ban nana hanging around. And me, I was only waiting for the confirmation because now it was clear. Say CAF President Ahmad will be banned by FIFA. And I'm not surprised, and I'm also the dealings and as a normal man Ahmad if we see sa ban yes, some of them it was very clear. Say Ahmad will just go down because sa tactical still. Contractor or sa company ni sign you know a whole lot of issues here I think it was last year France at FIFA General Assembly and French authorities here they arrested Ahmad if Ahmad for Kaya French authorities arrested Ahmad to question him about tactical steel deal now at this answer when if you know that the
na sanye mano na yenkwa confederation e bi wa na CONMEBOL money UEFA money sa ebi ntimi nko ho
ebi ho bebre say CONMEBOL I think the ISL dealer buy didn't say me buy most of them took blazer mu nyina echiche omo ekogum mu kra dey efrim Jerome Vaka mu nyina are facing bans na ade nti ade akoso baby bebre CONCACAF Asia CONMEBOL even Europe cry UEFA France Beckenbauer mu nyina at 7 ban as Asaba Michel Platini no UEFA president on also here in a ban after accepting a gift from FIFA president Seblata. Nti enye African kwa ade a course worldwide but the ACCC no political connotations which amount for who say agenda set by FIFA president Gianni Infantino. Gianni Infantino no a very good friends with Ahmad but a do baby no muntemu yere ese kakra nto muntemu se kakra no na Gianni Infantino is not okay with Ahmad leading CAF nti also pe kwan bi so na oyini free ho and obeyina free wa sa am family musability mu complaints are no mo ye to FIFA na Gianni Infantino na just on investigations no this time also area offer sa issues no or investigation because no say if he is to investigate and as if he is to allow the FIFA ethics committee to investigate then Ahmad will be found guilty and on person Ahmad be caught for re-election or CAF no or say omo investigate Ahmad no.
And is it true say omo catch Ahmad behind closed doors say among contested nanka onwie no nko tane fie bebre omo nka hwenche no.
Yes, that and also idea I see it. And what an American because Gianni Infantino mo pese Ahmad beko bi mu no omo hia no mom say no Ahmad we don't want you to go again until there so betimi a ya no kwasa as a man for a train was say obaba na so be call election naka all of a sudden you be yan so no naka fa be confirming conform my omo a file form so be contested naka Ahmad din but Ahmad didn't listen no about e be can say obe contesting as that day na ana Pierce Edwards so ye dey e break story say Ahmad has been found guilty and he will be banned until so osha the happiness no any story say ba say Gianni Infantino empese Ahmad beto so bi mu na you be tempted to believe say agenda being set against papa friend Ahmad and from all indications osha omo a file omo form so be contested for CAF presidency na Patrice Motsepe Mamelodi Sundowns president South Africa ono wa filing a form papa friend Jack Anuma from Ivory Coast so e filing e dey Augustin Senghor Senegal Football Federation president so e filing e dey but nipa ba ko a of filing a form e mo bia ka say no this person is the right person Gianni Infantino any FIFA nyina person wey dey obelidi CAF that's Ahmed Yaya from Mauritania. Yes, because someone say o share the demeanor and the relationship with Gianni Infantino. He is the person Gianni Infantino person or Belly Cafanti. There are so many undertones in these issues. It's making the stories very, very interesting and very lively. Yes, Ahmad is going down, but per what I know, he might not go down alone. There are other people who say one issue, and also one of the cases in Tiabane Ahmad near organizing Umrah pilgrimage for some African Football Federation president, Oman Muslims, no, which Mr. Nyantechi was part of. Sanko Forum call Umrano. Sanko Forum call Umrano. Maybe some of them might join Ahmad.
So
I can't say won't change but
and the better say obi o fie kra man ban bi kra na new revelations by between the man bi asa ko tada so o fie
me nyesha so
o be 15-year ban bi but revelations ban na bi sa ye betumi say kakra be 5 bi asa be count
nyesha so bit
okay all right the news behind the news African football expert but Facebook Nhyira 104.5 ekwan Ahmad de investigating interrogating no na what the evidence ba na what check say menya hwe mo fa ncheme bone kra o de mo bra Facebook Nhyira 104.5 na be hwe oni so ade e wo ho no
but PJ there's one thing unzana have you kase Nansiana CAF the news BS announcement say Ahmad had sick leave and ultimately to also for some time and me the statement in Sao Pauli last week that was 13th November and a CAF about say Ahmad after recovering from COVID-19 or sick leave for 20 days until Constant Maria no first vice president of CAF that's the DR Congo Football Federation president will be now acting WW1 he will be now acting as president of CAF and I think that Ahmad and his people were aware of what was coming. Okay. So, until by the time news in Bebano, now he's no longer. What I said, because already Omodi Adnama Constant Omari as acting president of CAF. Until as and when news drop in, but from what I know said there are a whole lot of issues that will come up. And Ahmad is to camp. I mean, as I said, you will appeal for FIFA decision until we will see how things will go.
Okay. All right. I love Remo and how they come in Europe.
Okay. It is the biggest foreign news, biggest sports news, biggest BBR to hit Africa. Menya sure say say a name of Funity Abuchi, and Sadia Nasa Case, Yabandi Alexander Sefrena. They will even mention, say, about CAF qualifiers. And for me, it is the biggest. For more inclined to Manchester United, Tottenham, more fan chair.
Penalty, mama, for every taking no much.
Yet, Krumuhana say information about breaking news. Say the president of the Confederation of African Football, you're banning for 5 years. Is huge.
Sure.
Now, Diama Miraho, Kesiepa, and say, during the days of Isa Ayatu, Ahmad, and then in for about the idea say, Omubetu Isa Ayatu. The campaign message from Ahmad, any Enyoma Omubu Bosso, say, Enko ye or calf. Enti yemo mu akunya na yem trust you with the administration of CAF any of football in Africa no. I think say this is a huge blow to any African football enthusiast. Na owo GDA say you betime to get a project na African football ebe fan into my pay fra. Now you see PJ, the issue about football say e corrupt. Oh, we are seeing now from FIFA level to all federations, FIFA is still struggling to deal with it. And every bit of news be a linking football administration to corruption, identity the integrity of the sport. And Sunny here discussing as Africans, but say even at the Gianni Infantino level, this news doesn't come as good news for FIFA, any football in general. Because now they're discussing everywhere and they say, oh, then there's still corruption in football. There's still corruption in football. They are to Seblata, they are to Mpenyufo, they are to Michel Platini, they are to Jerome Vake. Still, we are indicting football administrators all over the world. And the connection is still around corruption and abuse of position. Now, you revisit few campaign messages or highlights of Ahmad. Ne campaigner na ode ba say yemfen to Isa Ayatu. First of all, Ahmad say Orefen Isa Ayatu ache in the seat of the CAF presidency, And China watch out hono. Ono no de kanye China watch out on problem but watch out to the extent say onye innovative BM. The same thing now. So CAF about to a standstill. We are not moving forward. We are not getting any improvement. Our CAF administration because it's I have to know what's now one time only idea for BM. Our they were on board. That was
why still?
Yes, that was his first message. The second one, or say corruption. Adokuno isa I have to name the CAF executive members. No. And that's the only way you bet me corruption efrim. And say yentu abentia omo. Nyemo omo no oba. One of the key things I would and say obe strengthen the corporate governance within CAF by introducing a DBA a dana koma sopa that is a compliance office. And to send you who elsewhere no. See a two abama no ba or better compliance office. No one making sure say our dear friend of corruption were two as Africa because or be appointed competent people or be transparent with the dealings and in the BBR. The next pointer was that all CAF contracts or Masano or Bobby reviewing and that's they ensuite the interest of African football. No? They will make sure they will terminate it, especially with the Lagardère TV rights deal. No? I said, I didn't think I got on CAF TV rights deal. I'm a company for about 10 years. And the reviews and the clauses in the contract and she said, in 10 years to come, we are going to improve massively on the continent and able to make this come more for this French company. These were the highlights. And no was talking about politics. Come on, Ahmad, every in the campaign message, putting it together. No? the slice and everything was championed by Ken Foot. Obi a journalist on African continent behind him Ken Foot in Egypt. Because even the headquarters of CAF, Egypt, Cairo, no, Egyptians wanted Issa Hayatou to be out. So the indigents of the CAF headquarters in one crowd were pulling the politics to get Issa Hayatou out. Now today, me sure say Obia will justify say oh and Issa Hayatou crowd now one keye. That is not what I'm saying. But look at the content of the FIFA letter. Never since Ahmad buy and you man why yeah. It doesn't speak volumes of what he was preaching. And in the campaign message or the buyer a to yen na trim say yen change Issa Hayatou nyemfa Ahmad mbra. Now PJ Nuhu is talking about the Umrah, the pilgrimage or the 15 African federations presidents. Now look at the details of the deal. First of all, almost a fair company be Astra Travel Agency. Omo put together travels, no. Emma, the 18 members now, omo free CAF, eko Saudi Arabia, eko Mecca. The out of the 18 delegates now, omo call pilgrimage, no. Ono Ahmad the one, and only 2 reps every CAF a presidency hobaye, and only 15 African federation presidents are omuye Muslims. Omo invitations so omo Cairo. Now when they went to Cairo, the compliance officer of CAF sent an email to the finance officer of CAF. Matisia say there's an 18 delegation view CAF headquarters or Cairo. Now when they take the expenses or more when they the compliance officer of CAF the finance officer and say, first of all, the reason why are these 5 Muslim African football presidents, you know, our Cairo, and they say they are there for a meeting at our headquarters. And an officer say, so if CAF a meeting the various federation presidents, why only the Muslim federation presidents and a meeting, you know? Or say, oh, Ahmad say they have a relevant information here, also relate to them. And that was just after Ramadan. Oh, they are not to China. Almost stay in Cairo. Any the traveling expenses, any accommodation to Saudi Arabia. The compliance officer of CAF, I capture the finance and he say, oh, I Ahmad na nefa. And because the travel from Cairo to Saudi Arabia is on personal basis, every president be able to Kabiano on one Nisika funding the travels. Later, and I to just say, CAF coughed out around $188,000 just for that trip. Almost $100,000. Ahmad asked Placé on 15 Muslim federation presidents in Africa just to make them happy. Say, oh, yeah, Ramadan. Tiyanko Mecca, Nayanko party. Now, Nuhu was getting us back to the story of tactical steel. Mekai, it was after FIFA Congress and a hotel the Bari. And on Thursday, and on 8:30.
No, I am Leguso Ekasano. She says 18 presidents now, federation presidents now.
Pictures and videos of them.
If you're brand new from Facebook, good about Facebook in Shira 104.5. Miriki. Saudi Arabia, no, you form pictures of because I will fear.
No, maybe. You videos, no. Now, PJ, it's a coma. 8:30 and about 222. Near breaking news for France. Say, police officers are coaching Ahmad every hotel the Berry. Almost 7 say, almost say the French units are more investigating anti-corruption. And I'm here coaching run. Then, after I'm confirmed, so familiar with CAF issues. Ebabeka say, oh, the main reason why I actually and they say, Ahmed Fahmy now the former general secretary of CAF. No? Among the information that come up FIFA say investigating Ahmad no was a statistical deal. No, as I'm say answer Ahmad the buy no na CAF our kit sponsorship, tactical sponsorship. We provide kits, any boots in this man for CAF competitions. Omuni Puma as a contract. Ahmad buying unilaterally, no, was you a contract in him. And what they are a company called Tactical Steel in France. So Munfa sign a Norman Embra. Then Amin Fami in his letter to FIFA, and show cover FIFA for say, oh, only managers of Tactical Steel company now France, no, and how close they are to Ahmad in terms of relationship, and that Sikana APM in that deal, no, they are going to pocket extra $830,000. Ego mubotum into Munya investigations. After 2 or 3 days, French government, the police, nearby say, oh, Ahmad has been freed, and that Omanya any charges beyond Bono. Ahmad drew Africa. The first interview to Africans, and they say the tactical studio was done with the consideration of the CAF Executive Committee, and it was done in a transparent manner. Into Obianwa, Obetimenya, any evidence. Ede abo ono Ahmad. Now, Asemuya Yeking, Empumponso Nina was on June 20th, 2019. Yeah, that's already from FIFA, BBC, Nhyira FM, every multimedia platform. The biggest African football news, Edesaya, you see FIFA say unanimously, Omar Jatum say, Mamma, your friend Fatima Samora, you are appointed as a FIFA General Delegate for African football. And I say, in other words, the commissioner for African football. Reasons I tell you the entire, you are appointed the FIFA General Secretary. Say, no commission African football for some time space. You see, because FIFA say, Omo eba be a forensic audit of CAF, and that there has been issues. I investigated the current administration of CAF. Now, issues on governance and administration, they a bon con until they need someone to come and give them heads up. And once they restructure CAF and Omo administration, no, in here will be Obeba as a neutral person and Fatima Samora and a bit Miaye. Now, when this news was broken by FIFA, first of all, CAF Executive Council members nearby raising objections say, it's a federation ha. Say no man koya, we can fix it ourselves. So who won't be able to sanction according to investigation? Sanction the person, but don't bring Obi to structure no to come and get crash us because so yes sir, you are telling us we are CAF executives no, you nim nyansa and we can administer Yankasi football. FIFA and FIOMO. Alexander Sefrin out here the UEFA president. Eddie Betu just said unsupported FIFA in that approach because and we na so sign your man so Africa fa e betima by UEFA e betima ko every confederation into no onjintum FIFA still went on. Now PJ see it to Kromwa na sa no ma we nyina akoso na even at a point in time FIFA also obey the general secretary to become the head of the administration of African footballer. A Chelsea no more be brave and enkoyi. Now, probably Mr. Let's revisit Article 15, 20, 25. Yes, or they are photos so keke. Now, and they FIFA say, according to me investigations on we Ura your friend Ahmad first, I break FIFA code of ethics, Marco and 9. The kind duty to loyalty. Now say Oriano, the loyalty has been questioned, and the loyalty in his office, the loyalty to football integrity, the loyalty to transparency. Any baby I say Congo football, and in the brand no Oriano a breaches adiano. Number 2, offering and accepting gifts or other benefits. That is Article 20, and I remember this same was slashed on against Nyantechi. Yes, say Ora Ahmad investigations here dey no. Wakoje achede enya dem dio. No enya dem achede. Enya achede. Wakoje achede ebro dey also ajeso. And that when you benefit be from the position all the as a football person and no a breach Article 20 of the FIFA Code of Ethics. They are also miensa Article 25 were breaching abuse of the position as the CAF president and the position as the FIFA vice president, you know, or the idea or they were abusing the position, no, and that's the FIFA Code of Ethics frowning on it. And the last one, Article 28, misappropriation of funds. Sikabia yatu din. See, I was say they call idea A or they acquire idea B, and that all these things I idea B FIFA intimi and so. May I also say no the consequences of this in terms of CAF politics. Any more because and there's already the next CAF elections are. It is obvious, say, until Abi Ahmad will be able to appeal the decision, not in the shortest possible time. Or when you a favorable decision, no, on you're eligible to even stand for the CAF presidency. Now, my question, Mibusa, and I'm in the manual baby here. They say, Ahmad CM2 is ayatu na umbra. No more rescue African football
from corruption,
from all that he raised issues from corruption, no innovation, nepotism,
bibia, and all.
Exactly. Obaye 4 years in Pantono, Babeje banned for 5 years, and is staying on his integrity as a person.
But okay, also Obi famous is here, one of the African journalists. I also know CAF issues in the power. Me, no, say, how do I see the news? And I'm sure it was expected as no, say expected, say, but as no kind say, as some no kind, idea, say, what to me, what can I say, as some as I'm for be that year, I know, say, they will be downhearted. As some can say, after Mr. Kwesi Nyantakyi, a free Ahmad Hunu. Ahmad started making so many mistakes. Obete Nwasake, the financial director, Obete or the general secretary be our issues. Nwasake no, Wasakim Kofu be brain from CAF.
Mr. Nyantakyi free no.
But Nyantakyi wo ho a.
Mr. Nyantakyi free no way naked.
Exactly. And he was his chief advisor.
He was doing the job as the CAF president. The truth is, Ahmad, no a CAF president, but decisions and football steps of Metutu Nana and Nyantakyi.
But the irony of some journalists here came and they say the Ahmad Kwesi Nyantakyi so free Ahmad and Chain. It's the same issues of him breaching and being found guilty. Yes, being found guilty of the same FIFA Code of Ethics. And then the Umrah react. Yeah, can once me. The pilgrimage, Kwesi Nyantakyi was part of it.
Okonubi.
Yes, he was part of the journey.
I want to get the list of.
Pictures. I'll give it to Paul. Answer the baby this discussion. Have you ever been in a submission? You will get pictures. And how then do you say Sanka Kwesi Nyantakyi and things will change? As I'm saying.
Okay, have you Clemente? Africa and never come mainstream Europe.
Me come mainstream Europe, but my quick one now. Just say Ukuta war. Chances are so benya senteti abeba ho.
Okay, mama misa general question. Yeah, be a FIFA official now we adwuma bi ne say enje achede a ediana. Because you say multimedia journalist who call abonti an enye achede. Enye sole menye to British amoje.
One question also one question no crowd busa crowd say one question no crowd also
so one baby make up enti adentin na edin say ana ebie we dey to aso me mama ya na edin mama na
say
bia wo multimedia na bia wo adwuma me say adwuma na say enye achede na ko ba bi na wo bi mu achede say ano na wo ya na
it's difficult. So when you be sebi unim about diplomacy, it's difficult. Because the last time we were speaking to Fred Papo, who saw a diplomat, and why you more Dennis Embassy, why you as a FIFA a football person near there. And throughout in life since we been he has always had that as a code of ethics. So Juma Awuye for Danish Embassy, consultant for Dani Sanoma. Juma Awuye as someone bound by the FIFA Code of Ethics, any question Oje actually be money bro this and he was blunt. So Edding so but the foundation of Sam Rano and they say they don't want you to be in any compromise situation because your papa.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It will influence your future.
You own the person. Some baby also your man.
I can for cracker. So be your papa. No,
how? Because now I'm all about dedicated. Until one day, I'll be a also strict on. Not because what you be that I say, oh, flexible. I am papa. Any you can deal with Obia on equal pedestal, but it's difficult.
Have you
Ade Emma Saudi Ade Mobi. Now Uji Ade Fru be one very important, but also sorry Bible might say Oba now or Koto collection and none is Kaka crown or the Koto. No nibi.
The only
no. Or Koto and one Koto set or Pemfas will be in return. Okoto because unim say swoto na sedie eswoye in the padodo na ya dia omo ye because omo pese obenya bibi into otika mu kra no bibegya ne chene se bi oya no de ade mana or the man because of Jesus for the man no inshira bi beba no so but so the man because esa the man out of devotion esa the man because esa the man but so the ade ne mu bi na who are Jimmy Sadia me demand oh na me demand because na me be chira me sia you don't get anything bibi ama sana wonso awoso oji ade no oji ade ne se oji se e ade a ode che okwa na so oji se ode maun na in your mind why you no ebe influence o it is an man it goes either way ode mano and oji ni na so e very careful so be say because o cha ade na de bia wo pe mfaso bia na so pe nhire bia ni be in return unya hwe ene nko amfa ma nipa kro kra ke onse na meke bia ba wo ni ene entity asem no se ewo ho a chances entity abeba ho ewo no ene yen as human beings entity ane temptations ne so hwe ne de keke ka ho ebeba no the way a wodi ewo ne ebesi baby ade besi anasa kra betimi akra ne yie no to a very large extent ebe prevent say entity a ebetimi aba wo no but se wuja wo no anyhow bia na obe connected ya ayemuma enti se wo any responsible position a wan kasa na nkasa no se na wo so wode wo hu akwakosi se de be ya sa temptation ne sa me kasa ma o but yankopon say enso hwe bia ni wiase ha ebru eso a de be man enti asa ye nyina ya kira de that's a work class na obi o kira de we class 1 and we exams and so class 2 we class 2 exams we class 3 we class 3 exams and class 4 until so we no and the developing as human beings otra na akọ anim otra na akọ anim otra na akọ anim ti food for thought say more responsible position omo hwese dem beti akọ omo se de be ya se so hwe ni bakra na and I'm say emro omo so ntino eso mutimi overcome so na me I'm looking forward to the day amado so be na appeal no because appeal process no so na be me ehunu no so the defense to some of the issues I raise here, and it's based on that. We're going to first one continent for 5 years. So, but quickly, me go England just some few minutes. Because Saturday, na me care about Liverpool in Leicester game. No, na me share say a bit me affecting Liverpool. Give me the fact say we Liverpool backline now. Na Virgil van Dijk ni ho, Joe Gomez ni Alexander Arnold ni ho, Robertson na wenya hamstring injury, but Liverpool doctors seem to be in where Jumama or team see a kind of to show more backline no krana. Robertson ebe boy and a man abe boy Trent Alexander-Arnold a position. Na the entire my very particular about Liverpool defense is so usually Liverpool mo ball or mo ball and they said you must see launch or attack na basically from the flanks. And to say Trent more nanka Robertson so into me ama. There's a Liverpool mo style of play in a bear compromise the way I be attack the bear compromise but we share style club map boys in boy midfield omo mo ball midfield defense so provide say man abe boy now we share him who are any affected not the way almost boy and I think say it was one of the best Liverpool performances so far and we are statistically minded that now Liverpool have bought 63 matches ewo Anfield omun lose game bia and the last time omu bought 63 and komuko 64 this same Leicester City that was in 1981 and the best support moment me anko 64 they say Liverpool about 64 home games ewo Anfield omun lose here and also omu etimi akome and I think say very good for them. Leicester ball and run around so many in the sense say Leicester omu try on pace any speed omu launch on counter attack. Imagine Vardy any omo mo ni need to be so born. Vardy enya Van Dijk ni Alexander-Arnold ni omo, but he was so isolated up front. Said na service ekonu kura na enye service bia bele said the commentators can say he was just feeding on scraps. And Makra na went to me also Mukra at the ball net to me I did no persuade. Now Liverpool second goal no to me and the icing on the cake. 30 passes. 30 passes in Liverpool for a year, 30 solid passes in Liverpool for a year. And so I bought the bar, Robertson across the man, Jota didn't take a ball in my bonnet. And then who will be a without a Klopp in his ability to identify talent, any players who make me a bonnet course now. Then Jota performance from Wolves will tell you, say, he made the right decision. Because Obano, over 40 million pounds of number for the player with the wine, who share Liverpool anymore, money or horse, Salah or horse for me or one or Babis. I shall say, because he has money. And actually, money prior or bebo 1 money, and it's your ball move for anymore. But what share? Said very consistent. Even in the Champions League and in the league, the money more bought for the cost of Liverpool. I think say yeah, they say it's me Liverpool team number so we will be which is a Liverpool with all the injuries that they have. On best around the league, easily. You have to think a game because even in the absence of star players, I know where players are no more bench now. And your players are won't mean say Liverpool players be so more typical so Nat Phillips, Nico Williams, Minamino, Origi, Leighton Clarkson. How many players are no more Liverpool bench? But even in the absence of sack keepers and no more Liverpool team, no, Liverpool still are need to make also share. Leicester City by 3 goals to deal. Bobby Firmino for some time now. Want to be Enya go, and no share go. We will say they know see celebrate now. Clearly tells me say, or you play be now or staff for goals or to be 70. For credit almost another teamer. Almost essential more this season. Okay. City I think is going down gradually and Pep. So to me everybody team no. But Spurs, Chelsea, Liverpool. I think the 3 teams are this season.
Okay. All right. I know you're man. I see what I'm here. Ghana Premier League. If Rasia